Greenhouse gases play a vital role in making Earth livable. They trap heat from the sun, keeping our planet warm enough for life to thrive. For millions of years, this balance has supported diverse ecosystems. But today, human activities like burning fossil fuels and clearing forests have dramatically raised greenhouse gas levels. This shift is disturbing the natural equilibrium, introducing new dangers for our environment and the generations to come.
In 1958, Charles Keeling began a quiet but groundbreaking experiment at the Mauna Loa Observatory in Hawaii. By recording daily levels of atmospheric carbon dioxide, he created a graph that would become known as the Keeling Curve. This steadily rising line has become a powerful visual record, revealing how CO2 levels have climbed year after year. More than just a scientific milestone, the Keeling Curve stands as a clear warning, a signature of a planet warming and a reminder of the consequences of continued carbon emissions. Every moment, sunlight travels across millions of miles to reach Earth, bathing our planet in energy. As this light warms the land and oceans, some of the heat radiates back into space as invisible infrared energy. Greenhouse gases, carbon dioxide, methane, and water vapor linger in our atmosphere, absorbing and re-emitting part of this escaping heat. This process forms a thermal blanket, keeping Earth's average temperature comfortable for life. But when more greenhouse gases accumulate, the blanket thickens and traps additional heat, shifting the planet's balance. This change accelerates global warming and disrupts the stability that has allowed life to thrive for billions of years. For millions of years, Earth's atmosphere remained in a delicate equilibrium. Volcanoes released carbon, while forests and oceans absorbed and cycled it, allowing life to thrive and climates to stay stable. But this balance was disrupted with the rise of humanity and the industrial era. As we began burning fossil fuels, carbon dioxide that had been locked away underground for ages was released into the air, surpassing nature's ability to absorb it. The resulting buildup of CO2 thickened our atmosphere, trapping more heat and amplifying climate changes. In just a brief moment of geological time, we have become a force capable of reshaping the planet's very chemistry. Carbon dioxide and methane are two of the most significant greenhouse gases influencing global warming. While carbon dioxide is more prevalent and remains in the atmosphere for centuries, methane stands out for its remarkable heat-trapping ability. Sources such as oil fields, landfills, and livestock release methane into the air, where it exerts a powerful warming effect. However, methane's presence is fleeting, lasting only about a decade. This short lifespan means that cutting methane emissions today can yield climate improvements within just a few years. By focusing on methane, we have a unique chance to slow global warming quickly, buying valuable time for the planet to recover. Beneath the surface, the ocean quietly stabilizes our planet, covering over 70% of Earth and acting as a vast reservoir for heat and carbon. By absorbing more than 90% of the excess heat from greenhouse gases, it has buffered us from the worst effects of climate change. Yet this silent protection is coming at a cost. Warming waters lead to coral bleaching, accelerated melting of polar ice, and stronger storms fueled by stored energy. Rising sea levels reshape coastlines and threaten communities, while increased carbon dioxide dissolving into seawater makes the ocean more acidic, putting marine life at risk. The ocean has absorbed our mistakes for generations, but now its limits are becoming clear, and the consequences are unfolding just beneath the waves. Feedback loops are essential mechanisms that regulate Earth's climate, allowing natural systems to work in harmony for millions of years. Ice reflects sunlight, forests store carbon, and clouds help cool the atmosphere, each playing a unique role in maintaining balance. Yet, as global temperatures rise, these systems begin to falter. Melting ice reveals darker surfaces that absorb more heat, forests lose their capacity to store carbon, and cloud patterns shift, all accelerating warming. When these feedback loops are disrupted, the processes that once stabilized our climate can instead amplify change, setting the stage for more rapid and intense warming. This shift becomes especially apparent in the Arctic, where melting ice and thawing permafrost expose darker land and open water. These surfaces absorb more sunlight, causing temperatures to rise even faster. As permafrost thaws, it releases stored greenhouse gases like carbon dioxide and methane, which trap additional heat and further intensify warming. The result is a self-reinforcing cycle. Warming leads to more melting and thawing, which in turn accelerates warming. These feedback loops act as tipping points, driving swift and sometimes irreversible changes in Earth's climate system. Scientific research in the Arctic highlights just how interconnected these feedback loops are, with initial changes quickly cascading through the climate system. By observing these cycles, scientists gain insights that could help us intervene and mitigate their impacts. Even minor shifts in temperature or ice coverage can trigger far-reaching consequences, making it clear that the feedback has already begun. Recognizing this urgency is the first step toward understanding and addressing the challenges ahead. Across continents, climate change has shifted from a distant warning to a daily reality. Extreme weather, heat waves, wildfires, droughts, and floods now strikes with alarming frequency, reshaping landscapes and impacting millions. Regions accustomed to temperate climates endure record-breaking summers, while wildfires consume forests faster than they can recover. In some places, rivers and reservoirs run dry, forcing communities to confront water scarcity. Elsewhere, relentless rains bring devastating floods. These events are not isolated incidents, but interconnected signals of a planet struggling to maintain its balance. The atmosphere, oceans, and ecosystems are all responding to the mounting pressures of a warming world. As these changes ripple outward, natural systems are being transformed at a pace never seen before. In the Arctic, ancient ice melts away, diminishing habitats for polar wildlife and accelerating sea level rise. Coral reefs, vibrant and diverse, are fading as bleaching events become more frequent, threatening countless marine species. Coastal communities face the growing threat of flooding and erosion, with some islands confronting the possibility of vanishing beneath rising seas. Shifting temperatures and rainfall patterns disrupt agriculture, leading to food insecurity and challenging farmers worldwide. Habitats shift faster than many species can adapt, putting biodiversity at risk and destabilizing ecosystems that millions depend on. Ultimately, the consequences of climate change reach far beyond the environment. They shape the daily lives of people everywhere. Families contend with shrinking harvests and unreliable access to clean water, while health risks from heat, disease, and pollution grow. For many, survival means leaving homes threatened by natural disasters. These are today's realities, not distant predictions. The decisions we make now will echo for generations, defining the stability and well-being of our communities. Climate change is a human story, unfolding in every act of adaptation and resilience. The future is being shaped in this very moment by the choices we make together. Science has long helped us understand our world, and now it's guiding us toward solutions for climate change. Satellites monitor heat-trapping gases with precision, while engineers and scientists innovate, from wind turbines and solar panels to materials that draw carbon from the air. These advancements aren't distant possibilities. They're already transforming our cities, transportation, and landscapes. Each action, whether restoring forests, adopting clean energy, or making thoughtful choices, contributes to a healthier planet. Ultimately, it's not just technology, but our collective imagination and resolve that will determine the future we create. From the vantage point of space, Earth shines with enduring beauty. Yet every part of this vibrant planet tells a story of change and possibility. Today, we find ourselves at a pivotal moment, empowered to shape the future through the choices we make. Whether it's designing cities powered by clean energy, restoring ecosystems, or joining together across cultures, our collective actions can renew and protect what we share. This future is not out of reach. It depends on our willingness to learn, reflect, and act with determination. By embracing this responsibility, we can ensure that Earth remains a thriving home for generations yet to come.